What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Today, we're going to be talking about the debt box and the results that I am getting from it so far. I'm super hyped about this project for a lot of reasons. We're going to be talking about a lot of them today, but let's talk about the brass tacks, the numbers, the cold hard numbers right now. So as you can see right here, I put in about 25K from all of the different packages or all the different nodes that I've purchased from this system. And so far, it's been about 2 weeks. I got in here on August 2nd, and it is now August 16th. And as you can see, the number fluctuates. Maybe it's plus or minus about $20 depending on the price of the coins, but we're at a total mine value of close to $1,000. That's $500 weekly that I am getting from here, or approximately 2% weekly. Now, there's some reasons why that number actually might be significantly larger in the future. Rather than 2% weekly, we could actually be seeing maybe 4% or 10% weekly. And I'm going to be talking about why that number might change dramatically in the future. And part of that reason is whether or not I'm just selling out right now or I'm just holding my tokens for later. And I am indeed holding those tokens for later. So the value of this could actually be a lot higher. Let's just say the value of NatG and aluminum go up 50% or 100% in 2 weeks from now. Rather than saying I'm at 4%, it would be saying I'm at 8%. So far, even if the values do not explode exponentially over time, 2% weekly is not too shabby. So why am I super hyped about this project? I'm really excited about it. And let me tell you guys, it is not because I have an agenda to promote this platform. It's not because I need it to succeed. It's not because I'm trying to get a bunch of views on my videos. It's not because I'm trying to get referral commissions out of this. Honestly, none of that stuff matters to me, whether or not people watch the video or sign up for the platform. I'm hyped because I like the vision of this project. I like the way that it's set up. Now, I know that a lot of you might say, well, King of Fomo, in the past, a lot of these passive profit platforms have completely burned me. And I totally understand where you're coming from. But honestly, if you did actually watch through my videos and do your research on this, you'd understand that this is a platform that seems like it is a lot better, a lot of steps above those passive profit platforms. Now, there's actually a video that Travis Flaherty, he's like the main promoter guy behind this, talks about why this project is way better than those passive profit platforms. And I agree with a lot of what he says. So I'll link this video to you guys below in the description, either on Patreon or YouTube, and you guys definitely should watch it. Play it on 2x speed if you don't have 30 minutes and see if you agree with what he says. But I'm going to gloss over some of the main points that he said in the video. And some of those main points are that this is a project that is on the blockchain. So all of these different licenses that you see right here, the NatG, the aluminum, the XPLR, they're actually smart contracts doing the mining. Now, what he talked about in the video was the fact that a lot of the passive profit platforms of the past were manually people just clicking buttons and giving you balance every week, every 2 weeks, every certain amount of time. And all of a sudden, they'd run out of money, or you'd stop accumulating balances, or the withdraw button would be turned off completely. Now, with this platform, you can see on-chain what is happening behind the scenes. So when you're purchasing a node, it is actually a crypto node. And this number that you're seeing increasing is actually the crypto node accumulating more tokens. And you can see that if you go over to the wallets here, and then you go to where it says, I've done this before. I'm not going to do this in this video because I showed you guys in my last video, but you can click on PancakeSwap. You can go to the address. You can look at the actual address for each of these coins. You can see the mining address and how it's working, the smart contract paying out to all of the other addresses that are within the platform. And it is a connected system. So code is law when it comes to these projects. And unlike these other passive profit platforms of the past, where you had to get a person manually, pushing that button, this happens automatically. Whether or not the website is up or down, you're going to be accumulating rewards because that is what the smart contract is doing. So that is one of the biggest points about why this is already one step ahead of what we've seen in the past. The other thing is what you're getting here, you're getting a real product. So again, and I've talked about this many times, this is not something where it's Ponzi-like, where you're getting, you know, if as more people are joining, you're getting referral commissions and you're getting money that comes from other people that are joining. And you have little to no way of figuring out, are they actually doing what they're doing behind the scenes? So there's plenty of videos. Again, you guys can look these up on YouTube and do some research and sleuthing yourself and see that these guys on the debt box are connected with real world commodities. With the natural gas, the NatG token, they are extracting gas out of the ground, and the whole system is set up to pay out and give you some of that profit from buying the NatG token, from all the oil and the gas that they're pulling out of the ground. So the fact that it is a real world commodity going back into here is telling me that this is a token that, number one, is going to, like, that's all I need is just those two things that we talked about. But number one, the node is just going to continue giving me more of those NatG coins. It's on the blockchain. They can't shut that part down. And the second thing is, as long as the natural gas business does well and they continue to purchase those tokens with the natural gas and they continue to lubricate that system per se, those tokens will continue to have value as long as that commodity is producing income for the whole system. So that is a big deal for me too. Now again, that's not a guarantee at all, because like I said, any one of these things can fail. Maybe their natural gas, all their oil refineries completely blow up and they have no source of income anymore. Then obviously NatG will implode. I mean, there's going to be a ton of sell pressure and really no reason to buy it because the token's not doing what it's supposed to do. But the fact that is a real tangible asset right there is that, to me, that's a big deal. It's not just a magical asset that will pay you magically 2% weekly, and that is it. That's all you really need to know. Sweep the rest under the rug. This is, you can actually see how the entire system works. Now, if you're confused, if you really want to dig into this deeper, if you honestly want to do your own research and understand how that all works, it's all available in the IXGlobal back office. Go to the promotions tab, read all of the actual white papers, and you will understand how the whole system is put together and how it's just not a platform where you just see numbers going up on a screen. So those are some of the big points. Again, like I said, I know that there's going to be tons of people that are very, very skeptical, and hopefully this does what I'm imagining it's going to do, and 5 or 6 months out from now, this is where kind of I'm setting my numbers. And of course, I've been very wrong before. I mean, you can see the videos that I talked about in the past, like with Pocket and with Strong Block. I've been extremely wrong with some of my predictions in the past, and this might not be an exception, but maybe it will be an exception. But nonetheless, what I'm hoping will happen is those rewards from NatG, they start pulling out that oil, and a lot more of the funds that they're making from selling that oil goes into the NatG token, and the people that are kind of scared might have already sold all their tokens or they're selling over time, while myself, I'm holding most of what I have, and I'm hoping that this $986 actually becomes significantly higher. So maybe that'll be a $10,000 mark. And then instead of me making $1,000 every 2 weeks, it'll equate to maybe $10,000 every 2 weeks. And from me being in here for maybe 20 or 30 weeks, that's going to be a significant chunk of change. It's like, what, $300,000 in less than a year from being in here. So those are some of the speculations that I have with the way that this system is put together. That's if everything works out very, very nicely. Now, there's a lot of updates that are coming. I mean, again, if you guys actually put in the work, I mean, it does take work. Crypto, there's really no such thing as passive income entirely in the crypto space. You do have to actually do a little bit of work. If you put in the work and you do the research, actually do the research that I'm telling you to do in this platform, you'll kind of see some hints as to what's going to be happening in the future, how these coins are going to be changing in the future, what to maybe buy if you're thinking about what to buy for the nodes and all that stuff. Now, some other news to mention before I move on here. Maybe you guys got super jazzed and excited. Maybe you went out and you did your research right away and you're ready to sign up. Currently, right now, the website for IXGlobal is not working because they are trying to make it fair for their latest update. So their latest update was the fact that they're allowing people to rent black gold licenses. So you can't actually get any rewards for BGLD because those licenses, those nodes are completely sold out. So what they're doing is they're allowing people to rent those nodes, and I think they're paying out on average with the price where they are right now about $500 I think weekly or something like that, whereas the cost for the node is going to be about $250 weekly, so you're making a $250 profit every week, something like that. You know, you guys can look at the numbers yourself, but they're trying to make it fair as to where they don't just say, hey, the website's up, and then all the website crashes, or somebody just buys all of the licenses, the rental licenses. So they're trying to make it fair for that. So do expect this website to be up within the next 24 hours or so. And you guys can, of course, follow the Telegram page or the Discord if you want to stay extra plugged into that. But again, even though the website's down, this is a system that is on the blockchain. So it doesn't matter. All of the stuff is going to continue working like clockwork while they're fixing the back end of the IXGlobal website. And you know, a lot more to be said about the debt box, and I will continue to talk about it. I'm going to be continuing to be excited about this as they release things. Like I said, to me, this is something a lot different than the passive profit platforms of the past. I mean, you guys know I've been kind of in this space for the past year and a half, and I've jumped into almost no passive profit platforms because, like you, I'm sure, they're not what they used to be. They're not doing what they're supposed to do, and quite frankly, the crypto space is regulated significantly more, as to where I am personally am being significantly more careful with where I'm putting my money so that we don't have something like an exit scam happen. Now, granted, I've been messing around with coins, and my luck with coins hasn't been as good as with passive profit platforms. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to complain about that. You know, the market works the way the market works. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me over there on Patreon, where you'll get access to most of my videos up to 2 to 3 days early. I think I'll be doing another video after this to give them my patrons early. This one I'll probably put out at the same time because I missed yesterday's upload. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.